This is all breaking right now, and let's get to Detroit absentee ballots being counted right now at TCF Center.
7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette is live there. And Simon, we understand it's getting a bit chaotic out there.
Glenda, Brian, it's become much more hectic out here. Let me step out of the way and show you what it looks like right over there behind us on the other side of that glass. This is in the last hour or so. A huge crowd of both nonpartisan and partisan election challengers, some supporting the president, stuck outside after being told they had reached capacity in this room. At one point, they were chanting, "Stop the count." That's as ABC News projected Biden to win Michigan. This happening, as we've been told, hundreds of election workers continue to count absentee ballots, finishing up those that remain by 6 p.m. That's after mailing out 190,000 and getting 178,000 returned. Election workers have been working for almost 36 hours. And for our state, more than 5 million Michiganders voted for record-breaking turnout, according to the Secretary of State, 2/3 of those voting absentee. Now, we did have a chance to talk with one of the election challengers. I'm going to bring him in here right now. And Gordon Pennington from Owasso, Michigan. Step right over here a little bit. Tell us about what you've observed and what you've experienced.
I think any American citizen who cares about free and fair elections with transparency would be outraged what we have witnessed here over the last 2 days. It has gotten increasingly more contentious, and ballots that arrived on pallets in the middle of the night when there was a very low number of election challengers on the floor were suddenly, they appeared from nowhere. And when asked even by the head of the Board of Canvassers what the point of origination was, because Michigan election law is clear, any of these that were harvested or collected after 8 p.m. are illegal. And
Did you see when the glass was covered up there?
Yes, about 90 minutes ago, in the midst of a very critical tabulation process, independent and nonpartisan, as well as partisan election examiners and election challengers were kept outside the room at a critical time.
Gordon, thanks for taking a moment to speak with us, and we'll continue to update our viewers.
People should be outraged by what has happened here in Detroit today.
Okay, Gordon, thank you for taking time to talk with us. And as we've been reporting, ABC News projecting Biden to win Michigan. You can see that crowd behind me. No intention of leaving anytime soon. We'll continue to remain here and bring you the very latest as those ballots continue to get counted. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Simon, thank you. We're going to turn now to 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner, who's outside the TCF Center. And Jim, this is a very tense situation. What can you tell us from where you are?
Indeed, the people downstairs called for backup. They've showed up out here in front of the TCF Center. I have with me Commander Darren Szilagyi. You're here showing a police presence as well. What's your plan here with this crowd?
Sure. So as you can see, that out front here we have a group of enthusiastic participants in the democratic process, voicing their concerns and their opinion. Right now, the Detroit Police Department, neutral. Our part of the process is to ensure public safety and the health and welfare of everyone here, part of the process. We're monitoring the groups. We have others coming. We're just here to make sure everyone's okay. Everyone needs to take a minute, breathe, and relax. We're not going to let this get out of hand, and we just want everyone to enjoy the process.
And on that note, what do they have to do for you to move in under disorderly conduct?
Well, disorderly conduct is very subjective. Right now, people are going to be emotional. We take it into account. I'm here to make sure no one gets hurt, no property is damaged. I don't think we're anywhere near that. Folks here have been real cooperative. They're enthusiastic. They're voicing their opinion, and that's what we do in a democracy. Detroit Police Department's going to maintain the peace and ensure no one gets hurt.
You guys have gone through a pretty rough summer with a lot of street protests, as we know. Detroit Will Breathe, sort of the local version of Black Lives Matter. You've let them exercise their First Amendment rights. So is that the same that's going on here?
Sure, and it's not we let them. That is their right. And my job as a civil rights advocate to protect their rights to protest. Where we draw the line is when it comes to safety and someone getting hurt. Right here today we have people voicing their opinions. I think that's great, and that's wonderful, and we're going to make sure that's allowed for these folks to do that.
Commander, thank you very much. We appreciate it. So that's the situation out here. This crowd has been building. We don't know if it will continue. You could call this sort of a Trump rally 2.2 right here in downtown Detroit. Back to you.
All right, Jim, thank you so much. Also